product types that has made me the most profit in my print-on-demand business is tote bags. In Printify, there's tons of different types of bags that you can sell and tons of different tote bag options, but my favorite is the cotton canvas tote bag. There are two different color variations, the natural and the black. As you can see, they are priced pretty close together. The natural is available at $7.39 or $5.69 if you have Printify Premium, and the black variation is $7.76 or $5.98 if you have Printify Premium as well. For standard shipping, which is the default shipping, these will cost $4.69 for the first item, and if somebody were to buy multiple, each additional item is going to be priced at $2.39. Breaking those numbers down into an Etsy profit calculator, this is the Etsy profit calculator that is part of Everbee. I typically price tote bags around $15.99. I do charge the customer for shipping, and with the cost of the item being $5.69, I do have Printify Premium, so that is the Printify Premium price here. And the shipping cost for the order, you can see that this breaks down to a net profit of $7.89 per tote bag sold, which is a 38% profit margin. Now, even if you didn't have Printify Premium, if we just change the cost of the item here, you can still make close to a 30% profit margin with this item and this pricing strategy, and you would earn a profit of $6.19 per tote bag sold. If you are new to my channel, my name is Taylor and my channel is focused on all things Etsy and print on demand. If those are two things that interest you, I encourage you to boop the subscribe button down below so that you don't miss out on any future videos like this. In this video, I'm going to walk you through step by step from start to finish exactly how I would list a tote bag in my Etsy shop. The first thing that I always do before I create any product in my shop is do my product research. What I like to do when researching on Etsy is just start with a generic search phrase related to my product type or potentially a niche that I'm looking to explore. I'm gonna just type in canvas tote bag. Just the phrase canvas tote bag has nearly 3,000 monthly searches. So that's a really positive indicator that this product type is in demand. Now we can click that and actually analyze it a little bit more so that we can see what type of canvas tote bags are actually selling. Just looking at the search results, we can see that there are tons of bestsellers, and something that sticks out to me amongst this product type is there are a lot of custom options. For example, we have this listing right here with the birth flower and the name. And here is another listing that is almost the same thing, just in a little bit of a different way. It's like same design, different font. We can see that this listing is in 20 plus carts. So that is a positive indicator that there's lots of demand here. This listing is estimated to have about 149 monthly sales, nearly $4,000 in monthly revenue. And this listing is under a year old. Here's another listing that I found that is more geared towards the book lover niche, and it's a custom listing where they have that you can add in your favorite book name. Analyzing this listing, we can see they have estimated monthly sales of 93, almost $2,000 in monthly revenue. This is a very new listing. This is only 3 months old. Seeing the listing age is one of the validating factors for me when I'm doing this research on Etsy using Everbee. The reason being is I personally like to find listings that are under 6 months that are showing a lot of traction, like this example here. Now I'm going to do one more step in my research. I really like the idea of this book tote bag, and this listing has inspired me a bit on it, but I want to make sure that this truly is a niche that is in demand. So what I'm going to do is I am going to just type in book tote bag, and we can see here that this has a little over 700 monthly searches, which is looking good to me. And in this search result, what I'm actually going to do now is just go over to the left and hit product analytics. And I like to always hit search entire database. As we can see on the results here, there are multiple listings that are bringing in thousands of dollars in revenue every single month. Being able to see the monthly sales and the monthly revenue is such a validating factor for me when I'm researching any niche. I want to make sure that there is money being spent in that niche. If there's no money being spent, then there's no money to be made. But this looks like a good niche to me, and that's what I'm actually going to target with my tote bag design. My next step after I've completed my research, now it is time to create my design. For my design, I found this graphic on Creative Fabrica. I really like these stacked books on this design with the flowers. I think that this is super cute. cute, but I don't really want it to say just a girl who loves books. I want this to say something different, and I want to make this a personalized design. What I actually did with this design, as you can see here, I brought it over to my iPad, uploaded the design into Procreate. As you can see, what I'm doing here is I am just coloring in the color of the spines of the books in this design. It's really important with Creative Fabrica, or really any place that you are getting any type of graphic, even if it has full print-on-demand usage, you really should be making it your own in some way. This is my design. I think that this is simple but very cute. Next step is going to be creating all of my listing images for this product. What I'm going to do to prep for that next step is download my design. I am going to download this as a PNG. I want to make sure that I am checking off the transparent background and then click download. And one extra thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to download this as a PDF as well, because this is going to be a personalized design. Something that I've been using recently and loving is a platform called Hello Custom, which Hello Custom, if you weren't familiar, is a software that will actually automate the personalization for you. But I'm going to show you exactly how I use it and how it automates the process for you once we get to that step. For my mockups, I am using Placeit. Placeit has a huge library of tons of different product types. It's what I used especially as a new seller on Etsy. This allowed me to have access to a ton of different types of products and mockups without having to spend a ton of money. With Placeit, I have a few different go-to tote bag mockups. The first is this one right here, which I have gone ahead and just uploaded my design to. What's great about Placeit is they will literally place it for you. So they are already adjusting the transparency for you so that it actually looks real and authentic. I also have this mockup as well. I've changed the background of this so that it's going to match the other listing images that I will have for my tote bags, which I will show you those in just a second. And then I also have this mock-up. I absolutely love this mock-up. I love the ladder it's hanging on. I just think it's super cute. Jumping into Canva here, this is where I finalize all of my listing images. Generally, I have a template that is made for any product type that I am creating in my shop, and I reuse that same template anytime I'm creating a new design for that specific product type. I typically just name the templates of the product that I have in Canva, like I've done so here. I just put in Liberty Bags OAD 113. And what I include for a product like a tote bag, as you can see here, I have my first listing image. This is going to be the thumbnail for this listing. And I did add an example in the bottom right corner. This is where I would often add my shop logo, just so that I have a little bit more of a professional branded look across my listing images. The next thing that I would include is something like this, the features and benefits of the product. Because this is a personalized product, I have just a little note that you can customize the name, customize the date, and that the bag is 100% cotton canvas. And then I also added in a size chart just to list out the dimensions of the bag. And I got these dimensions, and you can find the dimensions for any product type that you're working with directly on Printify when you are looking at that product in the product catalog. The last listing image that I did include here is just a final little listing image that just has a click the heart to favorite and save for later. Any type of interaction with our listing is positive. If somebody's favoriting our listing, it's telling Etsy that people like it, and it's going to push it out to more people. And you probably noticed that I don't have a ton of listing images. I just have 4 here. You really do not need to use all 10 listing images on Etsy. You just need to sell your product across the listing images that you have. Show what the product looks like, communicate any questions a potential buyer might have, and if you're able to do that throughout 4 images, then you're able to do that throughout 4 images. A product like a tote bag that doesn't really have a ton of different variations, you're probably going to use less listing images like I've done so here. You want to make sure that your listing images look professional. All of my listing images, as you can see here, have a specific color palette. They are cohesive to one another. It doesn't have to be anything crazy and extensive. Poor listing images often give the illusion that you're you're also selling a poor quality product. Take the time, create really nice listing images. And as I mentioned, this is a template. So if I were to create another tote bag, all I would do is just replace the design that is on these listing images and reuse this exact same template. So it's not really something that I'm starting from scratch every single time. I'm reusing it, which is saving me time in the long run. Now that we have our listing images, we are going to create this product in Printify. So I am going to go ahead and click into the tote bag that I'm going to be creating, and we are going to click Start Designing. Something that's important to note about tote bags is that white is actually not printed on the natural color tote bag. You want to make sure that you're aware of that. If you're creating any types of designs, white will not print on the natural color. I'm going to go ahead and drag over my design. I want to make sure that it reflects what my mock-ups look like. And I'm always looking for those little red lines that you see just popped up there. That just lets me know my design is center. That looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to go ahead and just save the product. Here's the listing brought over to Etsy, and I am going to just delete the mock-up image that came over from Printify. I do not recommend using just the stock mock-up photos that come from the print provider. On Etsy, typically more of those lifestyle type mock-ups just tend to convert better. I am going to go ahead and just drag and drop my listing images that I created in Canva. It's always important to adjust your thumbnail just to showcase your product. A common mistake that I see new sellers make is they zoom way too close to the design. Something like this. This is not what we would want to do. We want to let the mock-up sell the product. So I don't want to just zoom in this close to the design. For one, when you look at this thumbnail image, you don't even really know what I'm selling anymore. It just looks like this design on some tarp or something in the background. So be sure to stay zoomed out. Make sure that a customer shopping can tell what you're selling by the thumbnail image. That is very important. And I'm going to just save that. With this being a personalized product, I want to make sure that I'm turning on personalization. And I would just write something along the lines of, please type in the book club name you would like printed on the bag, as well as the year. And then I usually like to give an example just so that it's very clear what I'm looking for. So I'm going to write example, and then I would just publish that. And the final step, because this is a personalized product, I want to connect this with my Hello Custom account so that I can automate this process. I am going to go into templates, add a new template, drag in the PDF of the design that I created. Once it's uploaded, all that I have to do is let Hello Custom know which elements I want to be personalized. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just click the book club name. You'll see it's highlighted that portion of my design. And I can go to the left here where we have tags, and I'm going to just say that this is intended to be a name. And then the other thing that I want to personalize is the date right here. And I am going to go ahead and click date. The next thing that I'm going to do here is just give this a name, and I'm going to go ahead and assign this to a product variant. So I have the tote bag listing right here. I'm going to go ahead and click that, and this is going to connect this design to that product order. So what will happen when I receive an order for this custom book club tote bag on Etsy, the order is automatically going to be read by Hello Custom with what the customer typed into the personalization box. And because I tagged where we have the book club name as well as the established and the year, Hello Custom is going to automatically personalize those two components of my design for me. All I have to do to make sure that I'm set up properly is just hit active. And now when I receive an order for this product, it is going to pop up automatically here in the approval queue. All I have to do is just click approve when those designs come through. If there's any modifications that I need to make, I would be able to customize those additionally. Once I do hit approve on the design, it is going to send that exact design on the chosen product type to Printify, where the order will automatically be fulfilled depending on your fulfillment settings in Printify. Personalized products were something that I didn't really offer a ton of in my shop. And when I did, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I dreaded seeing those orders come through because it was such a time-consuming process. But now, as I've been playing around with Hello Custom and implementing this in my own shop, it really is such a game changer. And if you're offering personalized products in your shop, I definitely recommend checking it out. I do have links to everything that was mentioned throughout this video in the description box below. When you do use the links in my description, they support me as a creator without any extra cost to you. So I greatly appreciate when you do use my links. Let me know in the comments down below, are you offering personalized products in your shop? And let me know your thoughts on tote bags as well. As always, I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in the next one.